Hello, everyone. This is Jessica here. I'd like to welcome everyone to this webinar. Today, we are excited to discuss Milesight innovative solutions for safeguarding schools, ensuring a secure and healthy environment for students and staff alike. Thank you for taking the time to join us. Our context today is straightforward. Today, our schools are witnessing a proliferation of interconnected sensors, badges, and cameras to other devices that make up the Internet of Things. So how can we get involved in it? Colleges, universities, and schools need effective solutions to safeguard personal health, ensure safety, and secure assets on campus. To that end, today we're going to explore what Milesight devices and solutions can be utilized. Finally, we'll wrap up with some success stories. Our goals for the webinar are also straightforward. We hope that it will help you learn how Milesight can support you in building personal health, personal safety, and property safety solutions in a smart campus. Stick around as we explore each of these topics in more detail. Our format is that we'll spend about 30 minutes on the main content, then open the floor to questions. We hope to have 15 minutes for questions and answers later in the program. And I encourage everyone to add your questions in the questions box. Hope we'll have time to get to every question. And after our meeting, we will send you a follow-up email containing the recording link and slides, as well as a simple questionnaire. Thanks in advance for your feedback. Just so we're clear, I'm just going to give a brief overview around kind of some terminologies and what's really included in a small campus. We're seeing a huge explosion of new technologies, new devices, and new use cases across smart campuses. Schools aren't just about dusty textbooks and static blackboards anymore. So, what are some key elements of a smart campus? First off, it's all about wireless connectivity. Keeping all those IoT devices connected is crucial. What we talked about, wireless connectivity, is not just Wi-Fi. There are a number of other technologies, such as LoRa and cellular 4G. Beyond that, integrating technologies and new data sources around lighting, HVAC systems, indoor environmental quality, and building management systems can really improve campus operations so that we can now make better use, whether it be from a social responsibility or from an economic standpoint of resources, electrical, water, power, gas, etc. on those campuses to really make the school infrastructure operate more efficiently. Another big focus for many campuses is improving safety and security. They're deploying cameras to spot suspicious behavior, parking sensors for smart guidance, gunshot detection sensors, and even smart badges to ensure students and faculty have a safe and healthy learning environment every day. Obviously, from a cyber standpoint, making sure that all of these new devices and new technology that we're deploying out, they are safe and secure. So once we have all of this data, we're able to synthesize all of that information. Leveraging interactive signage, mobile apps, etc., be able to get all of that out and in a meaningful way, so that all of this information can be acted upon. Are you ready to make the most of it? Milesight offers scalable, turnkey solutions for personal health, safety, and property protection. These solutions cover everything from classrooms to school buses, monitoring the health and safety of individuals, as well as the performance and security of assets. By simplifying the complexities of technology in schools, we make it easier for you to bring these innovations to market successfully. What we're really aiming for is to simplify the technology down, so we can use all of this new data that we're getting off of all of these IoT devices, really to make the students and the faculty's job and experience on campus that much more rich. Architecture at a very, very high level is to really provide some isolation for many of our sensors and devices. You can deploy a LoRaWAN network with Milesight sensors and gateways, which will provide a license-free 400, 800, or 900 megahertz spectrum, which provides great building penetration, and the ability to deploy sensors in locations where we may not have hardwired connections conveniently available to the network. Integrated with the existing LoRaWAN network, or a cellular infrastructure or a Wi Fi network on campus. And in collaboration with third party application servers, you can gain information from all of these new data sources, create the data analytics, and integrate that into other technologies. So it's seamless and invisible to the students, but yet can really enhance what they're experiencing on campus. Let's dive into the impact these solutions can have. We've talked a lot during the pandemic about why indoor air quality should be a top priority. Schools are full of harmful gases that can cause both short term and long term health issues. For example, cleaning products and construction materials release things like volatile organic compounds, fine particulates, carbon dioxide, and formaldehyde. Plus, bad smells like ammonia and hydrogen sulfide, often found in restrooms and hallways, also hurt air quality. But it's not just the air. Noise pollution in schools is a big deal too. It stresses out teachers, with nearly 80% saying it's a major issue. Noise in schools includes any unwanted or disruptive sounds, whether they're coming from classrooms, hallways, playgrounds, or during breaks. It could be anything from nearby construction noise to students chatting loudly. All this air and noise pollution impacts learning and affects both physical and mental health. And let's not forget about smoking. It's been a problem for ages, but now with vaporizers, it's even harder for staff to catch or prevent students from smoking. Vape alarms are super important for student health, but detecting vaping is tough because e-cigarettes produce finer particles and less noticeable smells. Milesight totally gets what you're facing, and we're here to help make sure students and staff get the fresh, clean air they deserve. That's why we offer a full solution to tackle these issues. We have top-notch tech that can detect and measure vape and environmental problems. Our advanced systems keep an eye on gas emissions, particulate matter, noise in classrooms, and odors and vaping in restrooms, ensuring a healthier and more comfortable space for everyone. While some existing detectors may be able to help prevent smoking, the GS601 is the only option that catches everything from common nicotine vaping to THC oil. It can be placed in common vaping grounds, such as locker rooms, bathrooms, and even throughout classrooms. When the sensors identify vaping, an alert can be sent to staff to take action. Creating an effective and reliable vape detection system for schools means thinking about what features will really benefit your specific environment. Here are 4 key things to look for. Number 1, multiple sensors. School vape detectors with multiple sensors can provide more accurate readings and combat the use of traditional tobacco and THC products as well. It's better to look for smart sensors that can handle several security tasks, including detection of fire risks and air quality monitoring. To satisfy this request, the GS601 uses a combination of particulate, gas, and temperature sensors to improve the accuracy of detection processes and reliably identify a wider variety of smoke-related offenses. This sensor can be used to detect smoke with vape and cigarettes. THC marijuana is also possible, plus it monitors PM 1.0, PM 2.5, PM 10, temperature, and humidity. For aided safety, it also has fire flame detection by noticing sudden increased temperature. So there are multiple sensors within a single GS601. Number 2, fast and accurate alerts. School vape detectors with tamper-proof casings reduce the risk of students damaging them. So you can see that the GS601 has a built-in vibration sensor, which alerts staff if someone tries to mess with it. And you can set thresholds for each parameter and customize reporting and releasing times to fit your needs. If the concentration goes over a set limit, buzzer audible or silent alarms will be sent to alert school staff. Some vape detection devices may be accidentally triggered by fine particles associated with non-vaping stimuli, such as steam, aerosols, cleaning product fumes, and dust particles. And Milesight team already considered the presence of potential false positive causing stimuli. and designed the vape detector to be highly resistant to environmental factors like sprays, perfumes, and water drops, which means more accurate data and fewer false alarms. Number 3, integration capabilities. The Milesight vape detector can be even more effective when integrated with other security technologies. For instance, you can connect it to existing IP security cameras to automatically flag footage of suspected vaping incidents. And the last important feature I want to mention is that the device comes with user privacy in mind. I mean, no camera, no microphone, no recording. It's a professional and affordable vape detector. Since vape sensors need to be always on to work effectively, the GS601 uses a stable Type-C power source instead of batteries. About its coverage, as a general rule, it's able to cover a 2 meters horizontal radius when installed at a height of 3 meters. By considering these features, you can ensure your school has a reliable system to detect and manage vaping through GS601. If you need to accurately detect bad smells in toilets and restrooms, check out the GS301 detector. It's a 4-in-1 LoRaWAN-based bathroom odor detector that can pick up on ammonia and hydrogen sulfide gas levels. It works using an electrochemical principle and can also monitor temperature and humidity in bathrooms. A special design increases the sensor's sensitivity, even when mounted high up on a wall up to 2.5 meters away. The sensor has an ultra-low power design and smart firmware, so it can run on 4 replaceable lithium batteries for up to 3 years, updating every 10 minutes. When it detects ammonia or hydrogen sulfide gas levels that exceed a preset threshold, the GS301 will light up an LED indicator and sound a buzzer to alert cleaning staff to schedule a bathroom cleaning. It can also activate the ventilation system via the Milesight D2D protocol. This handy tool is perfect for places like hotels, healthcare facilities, and property management where maintaining clean and odor-free bathrooms is really important. The Milesight WS302 is a LoRaWAN-based sound level sensor with a built-in microphone, perfect for managing unwanted noise. It can measure sound levels from 30 to 120 decibels with an accuracy of minus or plus 3 decibels and a resolution of 0.1 decibels. It offers both a weighting and C-weighting options, so you can choose the right setting for different environments. A weighting for quieter places like classrooms and C-weighting for noisier areas. It also has fast time weighting with a 125 millisecond response time, making it great for measuring fluctuating noise. One of the best things about the WS302 is its long battery life. It can run for over 4 years without needing a battery change. Compared with the handheld noise meter, the WS302 can provide continuous monitoring data for further insight analysis. Its sleek and modern design helps it blend into any setting without standing out, making it an unobtrusive but effective tool for monitoring sound levels in classrooms, workplaces, hotels, and hospitals. This little device quietly ensures a comfortable and peaceful environment without drawing attention to itself. There are many unique sources of airborne pollutants in schools. To protect children from the harmful impacts, we need to understand which of these pollutants are present in which areas in the school and at which times of the day. That's why we developed these 10 models to meet specific ambience monitoring requirements, and you'll notice they share some common features like temperature and humidity detection. If you just need basic temperature and humidity data, the AM102 and its light version without a screen are your most budget-friendly options. But if you also need carbon dioxide readings, the AM103 and its light version are made for you. For more comprehensive monitoring, check out the AM300 series. The AM319 is especially impressive with its 9-in-1 powerful sensing capabilities. It has achieved WELL certification, which means it meets strict standards for improving indoor air quality, making it a great choice for healthier indoor environments. For on-the-spot alerts, we offer models with emoticon indicators, LED indicators, or built-in buzzers. And by the way, you can configure the good, fair, and bad boundaries to fit your needs. And one thing worth mentioning here is the historical data storage and retransmission feature. As we all know, when using LoRa technology, it's possible to experience data package loss. Now, data can be stored in the sensors and can't be manually deleted. If the network connection drops, the data will be sent again once the connection is back, ensuring the network server gets all the data, even during emergencies. Making sure schools are safe by using sensors and detectors can be tricky, especially in large areas. Traditional systems often result in blind spots where crucial areas remain unmonitored, leaving potential vulnerabilities unnoticed. Additionally, such systems often require significant power consumption, which means higher maintenance costs and frequent battery changes. Another issue is that many safety systems rely on the school's main network. This means that during routine maintenance, equipment outages, or even plugging in the wrong cable, the safety systems can be affected, leaving the school less protected. These challenges can be addressed and solved by LoRaWAN technology. With its ability to provide wide coverage and long-range communication capabilities on a private network at low power consumption, LoRaWAN becomes suitable for large school campuses. Here, the Milesight personal safety solution consists of 5 models that based on LoRaWAN, covering almost all the physical security concerns, from emergency alerts to automatic door locks, from unauthorized access control to accurate pickup and drop-off number counting in school buses. Let's explore them one by one. As we look at video analytics and its capabilities that are layering on, really shifting now from a focus of forensics to a philosophy of much more proactive identification of threats and incidents as they're going on in campus, getting first responders out to those locations. While the incidents are happening or before the incidents happen, to be able to address those issues versus figuring out what happened after the fact. To that end, Milesight has come up with a smart solution for emergencies at school. It empowers school students or faculty to swiftly kick off the emergency response system using LoRaWAN-enabled panic buttons and multifunctional buttons located strategically throughout the school building. When someone hits the panic button, it triggers an alert, immediately activates the school speaker system, and sends warning messages to both on-site and off-site staff to keep everyone informed about the potential danger. The system also works with legacy systems by operating the LoRaWAN controllers to control things like access points, lower or raise the window blinds, and lock or unlock doors and gates as needed. To make this happen, Milesight uses devices like the WS101 Smart Button, WS156 or 136 multifunctional smart seeing panels, and UC300 wireless controller. The controller comes with different input and output interfaces, such as analog inputs, digital inputs, relay outputs, and serial ports that transmits the status of its input and controls the output through the LoRaWAN network. The digital and analog inputs and outputs are galvanically isolated. They are opto-isolated, protecting from electrical interference. Connectivity is handled by the Milesight D2D protocol, which ensures there is no delay or lag in communication. Even if the internet goes down, the system keeps working, making sure emergency responses are uninterrupted. Hopefully, you'll never need to use our panic button, but it's certainly great to know it's there if you do. Not every part of your school should be open to everyone. Staff-only rooms, storage rooms with hazardous chemicals, and other sensitive spots need to be off-limits to students and unauthorized staff. For many schools, there's a need for a smarter and more affordable solution than just keys and basic locks. One of the easiest ways to secure these areas is with a contact sensor. This small device lets you know when a window is open or a door is ajar. There are 2 models available in Milesight, both of which use a standard LoRaWAN gateway connected to your security system for mobile app controls. It's surprisingly affordable to add more. So, how do you choose between these two models? Given they both support NFC configuration, the Milesight D2D protocol, and are compatible with standard LoRaWAN gateways and network servers. Well, if you're concerned about the surrounding environment, the EM300 MCS is a better choice because it has built in temperature and humidity sensors. For harsh environments, the EM300 model is more suitable with its IP67 UV resistant and waterproof casing, whereas the WS301 with IP20 is sufficient for normal indoor settings. If you need to see the LoRaWAN network status, check the open or closed status of a door or monitor low battery conditions directly in the field. The LED indicators on the WS301 are perfect. Additionally, for 100% wireless installation, the WS301 is the way to go. However, if data loss is your biggest concern, opt for the EM300 MCS, as it can store up to 3,000 historical records locally, assuring data retransmission when the network connection is back. General to say EM300 MCS is a bit pricier than the WS301 because of its extra sensors, local storage, and longer battery life, but it might be worth it for the added features. The safety of students on school buses is a top concern for both parents and schools. Imagine the nightmare if a bus attendant accidentally misses a child while counting students by eye. To tackle this issue, Milesight is excited to introduce its AI-driven sensor for accurate people counting on school buses. The VS121 is customizable to any type of vehicle. You can work it either as a LoRaWAN end node or as a power over Ethernet connected sensor to the onboard cellular router. It can be configured to fit any door type and directionality. With a few steps, this sensor is set for best results. The VS121 is a compact and autonomous device based on non-contact stereoscopic vision technology. Its built-in stereoscopic camera captures images of the detection area, and the sensor then analyzes any objects moving within that area, considering height, shape, and direction. The built-in advanced AI algorithm enables reliable operations in any type of ambient light intensity, temperature, background color, or passenger dress color, even in a headscarf. After determining if an object is a person entering or leaving, the counting information is sent to the management platform. The VS121 is well known for its precise occupancy detection and people counting in workplaces. But our customers have also found it works great and stays reliable on buses. It provides accurate online passenger counting, which helps improve fleet management. School facility managers have a lot on their plates when it comes to keeping everything running smoothly and protecting school property. One big issue that often gets overlooked is water leaks. Without IoT, it's tough for managers to predict leaks. They usually have to rely on visual inspections and manual checks, which can easily miss early signs of trouble. This makes it hard to catch problems before they turn into big, expensive repairs and cause major disruptions. Another key issue is protecting assets. With food prices going up and supply chains being unpredictable, schools have been upgrading their fridges and freezers with temperature monitoring devices. But staff still spend a lot of time checking food inventory for expiration dates, allergens, and cross-contamination. Despite these efforts, food spoilage due to temperature issues happens more often than you'd think. Lastly, keeping track of assets like patrol cars and maintenance vehicles is another headache. The best solution is to use IoT devices to make this job easier. Even though thousands of Milesight indoor air quality sensors are already being used in schools and educational facilities, Milesight isn't stopping there. We're stepping up with our property safety solution, which includes advanced water leak detectors, continuous temperature monitors for fridges and freezers, and super accurate trackers of outdoor vehicles. Milesight helps thousands of professionals at hundreds of organizations around the world keep a close eye on their most sensitive assets and environments. Folks in healthcare, life sciences, labs, and cold chain management all turn to Milesight to make their jobs easier and more effective. When you're comparing different temperature monitoring devices, you need to consider a few things. What kind of probes do you need? What temperature range is sufficient? And how accurate do they need to be? Generally, Milesight offers 4 types of wireless temperature sensors to ensure food and medicine are safely stored on campus. Here's a quick comparison. First, for school food service operations, it's crucial to follow strict HACCP temperature monitoring guidelines to ensure food safety. For HACCP compliance, the TS30X, EM320TH, and TS201 models are great options. Notably, the TS30X and TS201 are made with FDA-approved food contact materials, so they're safe to use when they come into contact with food. If you're in the US, you might need to meet the 21 CFR Part 11B regulation. Then the TS30X is the best bet. Moreover, the TS30X can support an optional magnetic contact probe to monitor if doors are open or if a unit has been switched off, ensuring everything runs smoothly. Secondly, for medical-grade temperature monitoring, I highly recommend the TS30X and TS201 models. They can detect temperatures ranging from well below zero to over 100 degrees with extremely high accuracy, within about 0.5 degrees. You can also get an optional glass bead thermal buffer bottle, which helps stabilize readings when the air temperature fluctuates, like when doors are opened or coolers are loaded. This feature is especially useful for storing vaccines or liquid medications. In addition, the TS201 comes with a detachable sensing probe that can be calibrated independently. It's a much more affordable choice than the TS30X. Finally, you might need sensors to measure the air surrounding the food and medicine, which can give you an early warning of equipment problems that could lead to stock loss. For example, your cool room's performance is gradually deteriorating. If you pick this up early through the temperature and humidity sensors EM, 300TH, and 320TH, you can take action to prevent total equipment failure. So when you use the air and product temperature sensors together, you get a complete solution. They ensure your cool rooms are performing at their best and that your food and medicine are safe. Schools are also at risk of water leaks due to the large number of people, including students who might forget to turn off a bathroom sink in dorms or leave the water running in a bathtub. Milesight has got you covered with our leak detection systems designed for universities, colleges, and schools. These systems quickly and effectively detect any unwanted water in all kinds of school areas, like classrooms, science labs, IT rooms, libraries, kitchens, showers, toilets, and administrative offices. Our LoRaWAN-based sensors can meet your specific needs. They include spot and zone water leakage sensors, as well as a membrane water leak sensor, and they all come with IP67 ratings for tough environments. If you only need to monitor specific areas or limited areas, the EM300 SLD and WS303 spot water leak detection sensors are perfect. They'll alert you when the liquid level hits 0.5 millimeters. The EM300 SLD also has built-in temperature and humidity sensors for extra environmental monitoring, which is not available in the WS303. However, the WS303 has a built-in buzzer for immediate on-site warnings. Different from pinpoint detection by spot detectors, the EM300ZLD is a non-positioning water leak detector that allows you to wrap the rope-style sensor around your pipework and then trigger if any water is detected anywhere along the rope. With a 3 meters long sensor rope, it's enough to wrap over all the pipes under a normal sink or lay alongside underfloor heating tubes. Unlike rope or spot leak sensors, the EM300MLD membrane leakage detection sensor offers a 40 by 40 centimeters membrane, enabling it to cover broader areas. There's no need to replace them after use. Membranes are 100% reusable. great for quickly detecting leaks under sinks or on roofs. Now you can see Milesight has different sensors to help you catch water leaks, no matter where they happen. Safeguard your assets with Milesight T101. Probably is the most advanced tracker on the market. Let's go through this. First, the GPS tracker enables remote monitoring of any outdoor equipment and provides highly accurate location data thanks to GNSS and MAC address analysis of Wi-Fi access points. Second, the AT101 supports all functionalities including geolocation, geofencing, movement, angle change tilt detection, and temperature for more comprehensive monitoring. For example, with 3 working modes tailored to different needs, efficient, smooth monitoring can take place periodically, temporally, or via the integrated motion sensor. Thanks to the 3-axis accelerometer, it is possible to measure the activity level by configurable time slot. This will allow you to know when your equipment is actually in use. With its reliable and precise geolocation, the outdoor tracker ensures enhanced security by providing real-time visibility of the status of your assets. And because of the geofencing, it can receive alerts when assets leave or return to defined areas. With the 15-year autonomy of the outdoor asset tracker, your data is collected, even if the network is occasionally down, thanks to support for data retransmission. In addition, this LoRaWAN device is equipped with an anti-sabotage button on the back to monitor its installation status, and an alert is sent to inform of malicious removal. This outdoor GPS tracker complies with IP67 and IK09 protection ratings, guaranteeing shock resistance for adaptation within harsh environments. Finally, with it, you can protect what matters most, such as the patrol cars in school districts, lighting poles, construction bins, and you can even use it to control manholes and warn in case of opening or closing of the manhole. As a last point, we are going to talk about interesting projects and experiences that we want to share within smart campuses or similar scenarios. Noise is a huge problem in schools, but is not always easy to measure. For example, teachers at Bitrohofteskolen School in Denmark, an F6 school, divided into 15 classes with 336 students, complain that sometimes noise levels in the building leave them exhausted. So the school, with the help of Milesight WS302, a smart visual noise sensor that changes LED color when noise levels increase, has made an effort to change that. The WS302 sensor has full inbuilt monitoring and reporting functions, with transfer of data via LoRaWAN that gives a complete overview of the noise environment. The noise sensor was tried as a pilot project, offering a visual reminder of sound levels onwards during the day. It is green when noise levels are low and turns yellow and red as levels rise. When noise levels exceed a certain threshold, the sensor will send an alarm to teachers or administrators. Furthermore, the collected data can be visualized on partners' IoT platform, collecting data on noise levels over time, which allows school staff to track patterns of noise and make changes. The WS302 raises awareness. You sometimes don't realize how loud you are speaking or how loud alarms can be, said by one of school teachers. The school has installed a number of WS302 to monitor noise levels in various premises, such as canteens, corridors, and classrooms, and now is getting fewer complaints from teachers. Since COVID-19, there have been tons of success stories about using Milesight indoor air quality sensors to monitor ambience quality in classrooms. Besides the well-known project in Quebec, Canada, where 47,000 sensors were deployed in public schools, there was also a recent case in Poland. For example, Milesight's partner, AgDay, came up with a fantastic LoRaWAN solution to solve some major issues in classrooms. They tackled the lack of monitoring for air quality and environmental parameters, as well as the problem of high temperatures and carbon dioxide levels that can really impact students' learning and teachers' ability to teach. So they installed 170 pieces of WS301 door sensors and about 100 pieces of indoor air quality sensors, as well as 2 units of UG56 LoRaWAN gateways. With this IoT solution, which gathers data through sensors and transmits it via LoRaWAN gateways, they made it possible to ventilate and heat classrooms more efficiently and automatically. This not only improved air quality, but also helped cut down on costs and saved on operating expenses. At a public hospital in Spain, they wanted to make sure that patients and visitors were as comfortable as possible. To do this, they needed to manage things like how crowded the waiting rooms were, how clean the restrooms were, and how quickly nurses could respond to calls for help. So Monolithics chooses devices like Milesight's WS135 Smart Panel and WS101 Panic Buttons, WS202 People Presence Sensor, and the M103 sensors to be installed as a pilot project in the hospital. The connectivity is provided by third-party LoRaWAN gateways. To successfully enable the solution, our partner Monolithic conducted a comprehensive site assessment to strategically identify optimal locations for gateway installations and critical sensors. They installed the panic button in the waiting rooms and restrooms, so patients could call for nurse assistance, which really sped up response times. They also put in smart panels, which let customers rate the cleanliness and usability of things like paper and hand sanitizer. To keep track of how busy the areas were, they used PIR, people presence sensors, to gather occupancy data and improve service efficiency. And to make sure the air quality was good, they installed a 3-in-1 cost-effective sensor for temperature, humidity, and carbon dioxide detection. After the successful installation, the team strongly focuses on staff and first responder training, ensuring all stakeholders are proficient in leveraging the system's capabilities for maximum impact. Milesight, leveraging its extensive experience and self-developed smart LoRaWAN products, partnered with Shanghai Surrey Information Technology Company to assist Chengdu Newsoft University in building smart education training rooms. A major concern at Newsoft University was the high downtime in their server room, which was susceptible to failures due to water leakage, high temperature, and humidity, leading to significant losses. To address these challenges, Milesight implemented a smart server room monitoring system. This system integrates spot water leak detectors, air quality monitoring sensors, magnetic contact switches, and LoRaWAN gateways. When the temperature or humidity exceeds set thresholds or water leakage is detected, the system automatically sends alerts to the relevant personnel for prompt action. Many prescription medications are temperature sensitive and lose their effectiveness if stored outside their optimal temperature range. Jojo Technology from the Czech Republic aims to monitor and control the temperature of insulin medication and vaccines in transit. So Milesight TS301 temperature sensor has been utilized to easily and smartly track data in real time. The TS301 is a compact and powerful device measuring just 110 by 75 millimeters, suitable for all kinds of cooler bags. It offers a high measurement accuracy of minus or plus 0.5 degrees Celsius, making it a reliable companion for medications in travel. The PT100 probe can be placed inside the bag, continuously measuring the temperature and sending alerts if the temperature nears or exceeds safe levels. The sensor, with its LCD screen, is travel-friendly and shows data clearly. The LCD display not only provides vivid and precise visual output for enhanced legibility, but also conserves energy due to its low power consumption, further extending the sensor's battery life. With a wide temperature range from minus 200 to plus 500 degrees Celsius, it works with various medicines, providing comprehensive temperature monitoring in transit. It revolutionizes record keeping by automating data exports and reports, thus minimizing errors and paperwork. Additionally, it offers a tamper-proof solution with straightforward USB export in PDF format, ensuring compliance with the rules for electronic records and electronic signatures. This device is also equipped with efficient data recovery and resending capabilities, You never need to worry about the data loss in transit. Understand storage conditions and monitor changes over time throughout the medicine cold chain. So that's pretty much all we have for today. Thank you again for attending this training, and I hope today's introduction will be helpful. In the end, for getting the latest news about Milesight, just follow us on our social media. See you next time.